I got no words, y'all. I'm gonna let some people come in first, and then we'll get stuff underway. Unreal. I don't have a single. Yeah, I got the Auburn game on my phone right now. Sup, Lucas? Sup, Ryan? Nino, what's going on, y'all? I don't even know anymore. Why are they actually? I thought they were down at one point, but yeah, that's crazy. Give it a couple more minutes, and I'm going to start talking about Carolina. And y'all can give me your certain opinions too if you want, but yeah. Y'all can give me your certain opinions too if you want, but it's all good, man. I I don't even know. I Oh, I'm grounded. Ah, but we'll wait. Get some more people in here. Oh yeah, SMU is making a comeback. I just got okay. Wow. Kind of hope SMU wins because if it's either SMU wins and they're in, or if SMU loses, it'll be Duke in the ACC championship. The ACC has already had a bad year enough. I am not trying to deal with the damn Duke in here. Plus, if Duke makes it to the ACC championship and they win, then there's gonna be no ACC teams in the playoff. Which, by all means, does the ACC deserve a fucking playoff team? No, the ACC was absolutely terrible this year. But if we're gonna have an ACC team in, at this point, screw it. If we want to have an ACC team in, we definitely don't want Duke to win it. Let alone I don't want them to ever win it in general. But yeah, I hope Auburn wins too. All right, give about one more minute. I'm gonna start going on my rant because I want people to actually be in here and chat and shit. So and like kind of be active in the chat show. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for a bit. Yep, touchdown, Bama. God can bless it, bro. Nice. Awesome. Just that's exactly what I want to see. Yeah, still nothing on the Lane Kiffin situation yet, but all right. I guess we can get started. Hopefully the chat's active and everything. I don't know where to begin. Um TV's kind of bugging, so I'm just gonna have to game on my phone. Um yeah, I have no idea where to start. No clue. Um Where do I don't know where to start, man. This season has just been weird. Like it doesn't feel real in a way. And it, first off, this season flew by. I cannot believe that we are like this is the last regular season Saturday game. Like Saturday of the season, you know? Like next week it's conference championships. And then once that's half done, it's bowl game time and playoff time. I mean, it's all that. And it's crazy. And don't get me wrong, I love when I get to watch the Heels play, and I love it when I love watching my team play. But the only reason why this season doesn't even feel real is because of how shit we were. I genuinely do not believe what I saw. That's how bad we were this year. It's almost unreal to think about. It doesn't feel real. It almost seems so inhuman. That's how bad we are. You know what I mean? Because what I saw was the same mistakes being made week after week after week after week after week. It's hard for me to even but I still don't believe what I saw, and I physically was just watching what I saw. Like, does that make sense? It makes zero sense to me because I'm seeing the same stuff every year. Now, maybe different records, yes. Last year we went 6-7. The year before that, I believe we went 9-5, 9-5. End of the regular season with 9-3, but and then the year before that, it's different. But yes, there were some more talented teams. There were some less talented teams. But every year since the 2020, and honestly, I could say the same thing since 2019. But the reason why I really don't want to put 2019 in there is because that season was fun to watch. Honestly, we got better each week. We went 7-6 that year. We went 7-6 that year, but we got better. We remember 2017 and 2018, we got better. I don't count that year. It was first year in that Mac Brown, and we looked good as hell. That might have been one of the best 6-6 Tar Heel teams I have ever seen in my life, and honestly, in football. Genuinely, we weren't a bad team. So, but I saw some of the same mistakes that I've seen. But since 2020, I've seen the same damn mistakes year after year after year. And that is going from the Matt Brown era. But every year, I have seen the mistakes get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse as each year goes by. But this year, the mistakes got worse week after week after week after week, even including the bye weeks. The mistakes were horrid, man. And hold on just one sec. I need to grab some tissues. Um, I'll just use these. But and I'll get to the chat, by the way. I'll maybe take some breaks and read some of your chats. But anyways, but I have so much to say. All right. And I hope y'all don't mind being up late because I'm gonna be up for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm not even that tired, realistically. But that's besides the point. It's the same stuff. But this year, I have never seen such an undisciplined football team in my life. And it's frustrating as hell. Like tonight, there was a play. I don't remember what play it was specifically was, but we were on defense. We had 3 unsportsmanlike conduct calls on us. Or was it 3 unsportsmanlike? Shut up. Damn. Was it 3 unsportsmanlike conducts or was it 3 penalties? All I remember was it was 3 penalties. 3 penalties. Do you not? And were they all right calls and good calls? Absolutely. Like, the officiating tonight and throughout the season was not bad. Yes, there was a couple of calls they called against us that was kind of bullshit, and there's some they missed. Like, not every officiating crew is going to be perfect. They're going to make a couple of mistakes and bad calls every game for both sides, right? Every game. Like, there was one call they called on us tonight. I think it was like a pass interference, whatever. It was bullshit. And then there's a rough in the passer call they called it NC State, and that was BS. So, there's never going to be an officiating crew where they always make the right calls and they never miss a call. That's not going to happen. All right. I'm going to take a timeout and read some of y'all's chats, and then I'm going to get back to some more ranting. Imagine how us Gamecock fans felt preseason number 13, and then in the top 10 week 2 to 4-8. Yeah. As a South Carolina fan, I feel the same exact way about the season. Look, yeah. Y'all are kind of going through the same shit as we are. Like, just the same bullshit. Our offensive line is suspect. The only time they look decent is when Lindbergh and we're both on the field at the same time. That was like 2 to 3 games. Yeah, that was like 2 to 3 games. But our offensive line has zero. Yeah, like you said, offensive line has zero depth. As a South Carolina fan, I genuinely don't believe what I saw. That's what I'm saying, bro. Touchdown SMU. Holy crap, dude. Wow. I might put that game on my TV now because low-key, I just don't think Auburn's going to win. Meaning we get another Bama Georgia SEC championship game. So exciting, guys. Am I right? Said no one ever. With that being said, that's going to be a good game. So I'm not complaining about it. It's just be cool to see some other teams in that playing in that, man. Like, it'd be so cool. It really would have been cool to see A&M in the SEC championship game, to be honest. But yeah, I'm gonna read. You're preaching to the core. UNC fans deserve better. Thanks, man. You don't think with 1 year. That's true. It is Jordan Hare. I'm trying to jinx it. I'm actually am trying to jinx it, like genuinely. But no, you don't think Belichick with 1 year can do special things, or as it said so far, his ass. It doesn't matter. Here's my thing. I've had multiple people tell me it's year 1. Why are you getting so worked up? Why are you so upset? Why did you think you were to expect this team to go 11-1 to make the playoffs? Back to the ranting, by the way. So I want to start off with that. To you people out there that's been like, why are you so worked up? This is Belichick's first year. Everything's going to be okay. You have no right to be mad. First off, I never once said this team has to go 10-2 this season and at least play in 1 round of the playoffs. I never said that. Okay? My expectations were 6 to 8 wins. That's realistic. Right? But I'm not going to sit here and just ignore the problems. There's a difference between having first year problems and issues, and you can very well fix that up, and then being absolute dog shit. And that was what happened this year. I put the Auburn game on. We'll see what happens. Holy shit. Oh my god. Run, 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 run. Holy crap, guys.
I think that's what you're referring to.
But no, I'm really probably, bro. Probably. But as I was saying, 40 seconds. Screen pass. First. Oh my God. No! Oh my God. Guys, I hate rivalry week. I hate rivalry week. Rivalry week sucks ass. I hate it. I hate it so much, bro. I mean, you got a good amount of yards in that, and you fumble the ball. Come on, man. Oh, poor guy. I actually feel bad for him, though. Oh, man. That's awful. Well, damn it. I hate rivalry week, bro. I'm playing, by the way. It's all jokes. I only mean that because rivalry week didn't really go my way this year because Ohio State won, because Michigan lost, UNC lost, and I was kind of rooting for South Carolina today. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. It just didn't go my way. But in all seriousness, I love rivalry week. But no, back to what I was saying. Cow down my forward the ball 47 seconds. But back to the rant. Look, I know there's some people calling me out throughout the year, and they're like, "Why are you being so hard on the team? Why are you being so hard on Belichick? Why are you complaining so much? Why are you expecting him to do so good in his first year?" I never said I was expecting this man to get 9 to 11 wins. I said 6 to like maybe 8 wins. That's doable, and that's what should have happened. But it was the same thing I've seen every week. We couldn't tackle. Touchdown, Cal. They take the lead with 42 seconds to go. But I don't know. First off, the quarterback situation right now is terrible. No disrespect to Gio Lopez because he did get hurt tonight. He was just not good. Not good. Inaccurate throws, too slow, terrible throws. It's terrible. I mean, our defense was okay at times. We still couldn't tackle for shit. We would leave guys wide open. There are too many third and longs that we would allow the other team to convert. We got faked 2 weeks in a row, by the way. Last week on a fake field goal, tonight on a fake punt. And I said, watch out for the fake punt. They get the fake punt. We had 5 unsportsmanlike conducts last week against Duke. So this is back to the undisciplinary. Every game we had was terrible, costly penalties. And I feel like I explained the same thing about the Panthers when it comes to these penalties, all right? Every game this has happened at least once, if not way more this season for North Carolina, all right? We would get either a big gain, a big play, or somehow or a call that goes against the other team, so we get a good amount of yards and we get a good amount of momentum, okay? Very next play, a costly mistake. Whether that's something a certain play like an interception or a sack or a penalty, that very next play, and it's happened at least once or more every game this year. Tonight, NC State committed a pass interference. So we got right down the field. We were like around midfield or whatever. We went all the way to State's 35-yard line. Well in the field goal range, which, by the way, our kicker can make a pretty long field goal. I mean, he made a 59-yarder this year. What I'm saying is no protecting the quarterback at all. Left a wide open hole. And this guy comes up, sacks Gio Lopez. We lose 10 yards, and we're out of field goal range. And we don't even get to score in that drive. Costly turnovers every game. The play calling was horrid. Our offensive coordinator might be the worst in the nation. And that's not saying a lot of shit, because there's other bad offensive coordinators out there in college football. This is terrible. Horrible play calls. We would have a 3rd and long, run it right up the middle. We would run up the middle so many times. Or it's a screen pass. Or like the most short pass ever. Why are we not throwing it down the field when it's a 3rd and long and we need to get down there? Makes absolute 0 sense to me. 0 sense to me. Sunshine pumpers. That's what I'm saying, man. I can't stand the people who's called me out this year, because they've always been like, why are you so mad? You're so ungrateful. Like, it's the first year. He's not going to do much. Really, no. When you're going to your first year with a team, you're not going to automatically appear to be amazing, all right? But at least with Matt Brown, it wasn't horrific, right? But that's besides the point. There's a difference between having first-year jitters and just careless mistakes. And this was careless mistakes. You're putting in a bad future right now for this football program, and we are in a dump right now. And you never know. Next year, yeah, we could go 10-2, make it to the ACC championship, win that or lose that, make the playoff. There we are. You never know. But does it seem likely? Hell no. No. And us Tar Heel fans, we love a lot of our other sports way more than you think. We don't just focus on basketball. We focus on the softball team, the women's basketball team, the football team, the baseball team. We love more than one sport, unlike some other schools out there. All right? Yes, do we care about basketball the most? Yeah, okay. I'm not afraid to admit that. But we love football just as much as any other sport. Obviously, our favorite is going to be basketball. We care about the football team. You want to know why we don't have a good attendance? Because we see the same shit every year. Oh, but you should go out there, support your team, go to the games. They'll make you a real fan. Yes. And you know what? I'm still going to go to the games next year and the year after that and for the rest of my life. I will at least go to one game every season. But do I blame the people for not going? No. I was supposed to go to that Duke game last week, but did I choose to go? No. Why? Because I don't care. I'm tired of seeing the same shit week after week after week. You wonder why some of us fans don't go to these games? Because we don't want to waste our money. That's gas, food, paying for the ticket, plus the fucking fees on top of that. I know. Why in the hell am I wasting money to go see my team shit the bed and make the same mistakes? Do you think a team deserves to be cheered on with the type of performance you're putting out there? On top of that, we know how toxic it is. This year was so toxic. On the field, in the locker room, off the field. At practice, off the field, personally, it was extremely toxic. Why in the hell do you deserve to have a bunch of fans at your game every week? Do you expect us to have a holly jolly smile in a packed Keenan Stadium and act like nothing is wrong? Are you serious? Are you serious? That is beyond stupid. I can't imagine putting basketball. Well, it's different for some other fan bases. Like Kentucky, yeah, they might put basketball more than football. Auburn, yeah, football more than basketball. Maybe basketball now, but I'm just saying, us UNC fans love each sport equally. Obviously, our personal favorite is going to be basketball. Duh. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong if you put other sports that have other sports. It's people like that who keeps you mediocre. That's what I'm saying. Like you can call us UNC fans fake all you want for not showing up. But why the hell are we going to waste so much money to see that product in the field and know what's going on off the field? You can't blame us for that. Would we show up more often if we actually would see more heart out there? Yes. Yes. We need a coach who is going to put in a culture, who wants to win every game and dominate, who wants to win those rivalry games, who cares about the players, cares about the fans, the coaches, the students, and the entire program and university. Build a culture. Do it for not only the players, but for us fans. And maybe we'll show up. 2015, we actually showed the fuck up. Why? It was a fun team to watch, a very positive team, and a good team. Why the hell do we want to show up to watch a fucking 4-8 football team? Are you stupid? Are you out of your damn mind? Oh my god. I mean, this season was just a clusterfuck, man. I mean, absolutely embarrassing. Embarrassing. You can't blame us UNC fans to be this upset when we're seeing the same thing week after week after week after week after week after week after week. I mean, it's getting us nowhere but to worse and worse and worse. 4-8, zero quality wins. We lost to all three of our in-state rivals, which is Wake, Duke, and NC State. On top of that, those three were back to back to back. Wake first, then Duke, and then State. We have off the field, off the field, it's toxic. It's a fucking circus right now. On top of that, this has just been an awful, awful season. I don't know how this can get worse. We need to stop going after these coaches who are old. And I'm not trying to be rude when I say that. But nowadays, the younger coaches is what's working better. We need a young guy who can connect with these players, build a chemistry, build a culture, care about dominating every game, care about what you need to get better at. SMU going for a 52-yard field goal. And timeout. Care about the rivalry games. Care about the football program as a whole. Care about the students, the university, the fan base. That is who we need, bro. It's sickening, man. All right. SMU. All right. Timeout on the ramp. SMU going for a 52-yarder to tie the game up. He missed. And Duke is going to the ACC championship. This is how dog shit the ACC is. Duke in the ACC championship. We're not gonna have a fucking team in the fucking playoffs. The only hope is Virginia wins, and let alone they don't fucking deserve to be in it. A 5-loss team is gonna be in the ACC championship. Do you not know how embarrassing that is? And I got to see Duke in the ACC championship game next week. This year can't get any fucking worse. Virginia did beat Duke earlier. Yeah, but do you not know how dog shit the ACC is? It might be the worst power conference I've like the ACC this year might be the worst power conference I've ever seen in my entire life. At least Miami's. I'd rather see Miami in there than Duke. Well, that should not be surprising coming from me, but still. Wow. I got no words, man. Well, let's go Virginia. The ACC every year. I know. But I'm saying, like, this is the worst I've seen the ACC, like, ever. Genuinely. Then again, we are more of like a basketball and baseball conference, which is usually how it always been, but still. If Duke wins the ACC, I genuinely think football is going to become one of my least favorite sports. Not really, but I hate the way football treats me. All right. With that being said, back to the rant. No, but seriously, I'm sick and tired of this mediocrity every year. It's still hard to believe. Like, I'm not kidding when I say this. It was the Big East back in the old days. They used to be. I know. But no, this season I cannot it's hard for me to believe what I saw from this football team this year. I don't believe what I saw. Seriously. There is no way in hell a football team should be that undisciplined. And I'm talking, and you know what makes things more frustrating? You know how I'm telling you, we had the mistakes every week, and they got worse and worse and worse. It was the same thing. So every time we went before the game started, The key stuff to the game was the same thing every week. Halftime, we're talking about the same stuff every week after the game. Same stuff every week, but it gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. How the hell do you do that? And then us UNC fans, we get called fake for not going to a game or being hard on the team because we want to be good, because we're tired of seeing the same bullshit. What is wrong with you? God forbid we want us to be good. God forbid we want the mistakes to stop. God forbid we want the team to tackle. I mean, what or not to commit us to the same penalties, or to be more disciplined, to be more humble, to just like what do you want from us UNC fans to do? To smile after going 4-8, which half of those losses we could have fucking won, or some of those we got dominated. Couple of those were in front of our home crowd. One of them was on national television, meaning what I mean by that is every eye was on us. I was at that game that night, and you know exactly what game I'm talking about. From that game on, I knew there was something about this season that was going to go to shit. And look what happened. I mean, I'm trying so hard not to blow up. Because I don't want to be so loud, but at the same time, like, what the hell was that this year? If you want to know the definition of like failing a class, but in sports, just look at our season this year. That was a failure if I've ever seen one. I've watched Carolina football for 15 years now, and I have never, ever seen such a bad Tar Heel team in my life. This is the worst UNC football team I have ever seen. That's saying something because y'all remember 2017, 2018. We were pretty bad those years too. This year is 10 times worse than both of those seasons. Honestly, worse than both of those seasons combined. You watched Gamecock football for 15 years? Wait, what do you mean? Oh, bro. No, okay, I get the silly goose. But no, in all seriousness, I've watched this team for I like overall, I've been watching all my sports teams for 15 years now. Around 15, 16 years now, I would say. Because it was around 2010 when I started to actually get into it. Um, so it was around that time. So yeah, 15 years for watching sports and like my sports teams. And this is the worst Tar Heel football team I've ever seen in my life. 100%. It's the most undisciplined. It's the most it's a terrible team. You're grounded again. I'm sorry. Look, man, my bad. I'm like really pissed off, and there's just so much going on in my mind right now. There's like some things I probably want to say, but I'm forgetting about it. I've watched South Carolina football for 15 years. Oh shit. Wow. What a coincidence. I've watched football since nice. Like 2017 and 2018 were pretty bad. Those were terrible football teams, and those two teams would beat the shit out of this team. I mean, look at last year against James. Look, no, literally, what he just brought up. We gave up 70 points to James Madison at home last year. This defense was still far better. On top of that, like, every other football team, UNC football team I've watched would kick this team's ass. Like, the amount of times we've got embarrassed at home, embarrassed at this place and that place, it is embarrassing what I saw from this year's team. And we are in a dump right now. And it's either we keep it that way and we keep these coaches and it just gets worse and worse and worse, or clean everything out on the staff. And I mean every little thing, especially our offensive coordinator. That is the worst offensive coordinator I've ever seen in football. Ever. And that's saying something because we have Phil Longo. And y'all know how I feel about him, and I am not going to get into that whatsoever. Because, no, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not getting into that. That's just not happening. But y'all know how I feel about that guy, bro. I know this dude's struggling at fucking Sam Houston. Comes to show how terrible he is, dude. He's not good. I mean, whatever, bro. Whatever. Us fans deserve so much better. All we're asking for right now, it is just simple shit. We are asking for a guy to just build a culture first. Build a team who wants to be on that field, who wants to play for that color and the name on their jersey, who wants to play for the fucking logo, for the university, for the fans. Build that culture. Because that will get you to a great football team right there. It's one of the more important things to have a good football team is a good culture. That's all we're asking for. All we're asking for is some good play calls, some have less careless mistakes or costly penalties or costly mistakes. Just build a team who cares. Build a culture. Why do we have to ask for that every year? Like, is that hard to do? What more are we trying to do? We're asking. I gotta breathe. Sir, I'm still grounded. sir. But no, like, it's crazy how similar both North Carolina and South Carolina are. No, literally, bro. It's ridiculous. We're both pretty much in the same boat right now. Like, why do us fans have to ask for so much when all it is just very little? It's really sad. It shouldn't be sad because you want a good fan base that cares. And you have that fan base that cares. We care. We love y'all to death. But that's not going to stop us from being hard on y'all. And us being hard on y'all shows how much we love y'all and we care about y'all. That we care. We really do care about football way more than a lot of y'all think. We're just sick and tired of the same bullshit. We're not asking for too much, man. A good culture will get you a very long way. That will get you a good football team. And you know that. I mean, look at Oregon. Why are they such a good team? Because look at the culture that they built. That's what makes you a great football team right there. Or for any sport, that's what makes you a good team. I have to go for the night, y'all. Have a good night. Keep your head up, Luke. See ya. All right, man. See ya, buddy. It sucks, but have a good night, man. But yeah, I'll be on here for about 10 more minutes. I'm probably gonna have to head out. But yeah, it's just been rough, y'all. It's been rough. And I'll probably come out with another video saying something about the season and blah 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 blah. But if I do that, it'll be sometime tomorrow. If not Monday. No later than Monday though. But overall, the season was shit. Glad it's over with. I'm gonna miss watching the team, and I'm gonna miss watching the team. And don't get me wrong, there's gonna be a point where I'm gonna start counting down the next season, and next season's gonna come up, and I'm gonna be really hyped, and I'm gonna cheer on the team, and be so on and so forth year after year. I love this team to death. Y'all know that. But this offseason, a lot needs to be fixed, and I mean a lot. So many holes, so many pieces that needs to be filled and fixed. And who knows if that's going to happen, but a lot of issues right now with this team and this program on and off the field. And Bill, you're in a hot seat right now, man. There's a lot to fix up this offseason. It was bad. But with that being said, I love this team to death no matter what. Gonna miss watching them play at some point during the offseason, and I'm gonna count down to the days, and I'll be right back to it next year, cheering this team to death. So, love this team to death. Go Heels. But yeah, that's it for my rant. So, I'll be live for 10 more minutes if y'all want to chat about anything else, and then I'm gonna be heading out, probably going to bed at some point. If not, then by that time I'll probably just watch a movie or something. But 10 more minutes, I'm gonna head out so we can talk about whatever. Whether it's UNC still or something else, talk about whatever. But that's my rant. I got no more words. Beyond frustrated though. I'm a bit more patient this time around. We will see how it goes next year, but my patience isn't as thin as isn't as thin as it was last year. I'll give it time, but yeah, it's definitely holes that need to be fixed. Here's my thing. It's not even that. I'm less patient because I'm just done. You know, I'm tired of it. But if you have less patience, go ahead. But I do think it's either we clean the house out, or if Bill and this crew and this coaching staff is coming back next year, I'm giving y'all one more chance. If it still doesn't work out, if it's the same or doesn't get any better, or if it's get worse, then I'm done. So if y'all coming back, fine. But I'm giving y'all one more chance. But I prefer for them not to come back. Who's winning the Natty this year? I have no idea. This playoff is so wide open. I might have to wait to see what's going to happen with the committee does and all that first before anything else, because I have no clue what so much things could happen. So we'll see. I have no idea. He should have stayed at UNC. No, for real. I think he should. I think he should have stayed at UNC too. The fact that Duke made it to the ACC championship is insane. Like, this entire week for us UNC fans have been. This whole week for us UNC fans have been. It's so bad. Just a horrible week overall for us North Carolina fans, man. Jordan Ship said the good thing about the bottom is that it's sturdy enough to build off of, I guess, but I hope Jordan Ship comes back next year. I'm glad we can't use losing guys in the spring portal as an excuse this time around. It's only one portal January now. Yeah, thank God, dude. Thank God. Oh my God. Yeah, I think he will. I love Jordan Shit. Like, genuinely, Jordan Shit was the only guy doing anything on offense, or let alone this team. He was the only guy doing anything out on the field, like throughout the entire overall, out of anyone in the entire team, Jordan Shit was the only guy doing anything on that field. Like he's low key my favorite player in the team because he was our best player all year. He was actually the only guy doing anything. Like actually, I think he needs to come back. That would help us out a lot. So if Duke wins the ACC championship, James Madison, wow, that's insane. Two group of 5 teams. But no, like, I hope Virginia wins that game, man. I'm going to be rooting for Virginia so hard. Holy crap. Ship is the only good receiver on the roster. Our receivers can't run routes consistent. For real. Like, Ship, he can actually run his routes pretty good. No one can stretch the field either. We don't have a lot of speed at the receiver core. Ship is the best route. I agree. I 100% agree. Thoughts in Indiana? That's going to be a good game. I think Indiana has a better shot of beating Ohio State now in that game than they did last year. I believe in that. If you notice, a lot of the freshman receivers we have coming in also ran back. I think they know we lack speed here. We do lack a lot of speed here. It's bad. That's also a problem that we've had of our offense for years, though, man. Like years. Like even during the Fedora era, that actually no, during the Fedora era, our receivers were fast, dude. Like we had a good receiving core during that time. Before like, but after like Switzer's class kind of graduated, it was hell ever since. Hmm. I'm gonna. Wait, wait. Let me read this. I jumped into a time machine to the year 2035 and came back. Both South Carolina and North Carolina doing okay. Hey. We're having improvement, okay? And Lane Kiffin still has not made a decision yet. Bro, on God, I don't even know when he's gonna make that fucking decision. Lane Kiffin decision. No, I do think in all seriousness, I think in all seriousness, we'll get some. I think we'll get some news like in the next 48 hours. Like sometime tomorrow, Monday, we're gonna get a decision. Low key, I think it'll be tomorrow. My personal prediction, I think he's going to LSU. I think that's what's gonna happen. But yeah, I'm out of low key head to bed, y'all. I'm so tired. I mean, I'm not tired, but I probably should try to get some sleep. If not, I'll just stay up all night. But no, I gotta eat something because I haven't eaten since like lunch. Look, Loki, because I was kind of locked in on Fire Freddy. Dude, for real. I need Freddy Kitchen has gotta go. He's worse than Phil Longo. But yeah, I agree. He has got to go. I look he thought Bill Belichick would get Josh McDaniels. That's what I'm saying. I thought we were gonna get Josh McDaniels, dude. And honestly, that would have been a good hire. I would not mind him being our offensive coordinator whatsoever. I'm okay with that. I remember him when he was with the Browns. Yeah. When I heard we hired him, I was like, we'll see. I mean, we'll see how it goes. I wasn't expecting much, but damn. My expectations were low, but oh my god, it was it yeah, it's bad. If I'm ever falsely convicted of a crime and they are considering giving me the death penalty, I would love to have Lane Kiffin as the judge because he would take forever to make the decision. No, for real. This shit feels longer than waiting for the fifth season of Stranger Things to come out. God, it took so long for this new season to come out. And what makes it worse, we have to wait a whole other month for part two of this season to fucking come out. But no, the first part was good. But yeah, like it. Why didn't you just make the fucking decision today? Or shit, announce it now. You're not going to the SEC championship game. So I mean, you know, after GTA 6 comes out, dear God. That's gonna be like almost in the middle of football season. Like, what the hell? He also wants to coach Ole Miss. If I'm him, me personally, I I actually would stay at Ole Miss. I'm not gonna lie. I know that might sound crazy. I would stay at Ole Miss. But that's just me though. But if he goes to LSU, I think he could do a pretty good job there. Yeah, I would stay. Bill Belichick only hired Kitchens because he's an ex-NFL coach. I was shocked when he was hired. Yeah, that kind of surprised me, I'm not gonna lie. There's more pressure. Exactly. There's more pressure at LSU right now too, especially with the season they just had as well. So, I mean, but at least they're going to a bowl game. Unlike us, whatever. Damn. Now I'm actually a little upset because like as much as the season sucks, no more Tar Heel football. Like I still love to watch and cheer my team, man, but it just breaks my heart that this is going on. Like I care about the team so much, and now I'm going through like the sadness stage because the season's over, but I'm gonna miss them. I'm gonna miss watching the team play and cheering on them, but damn. Like, it still sucks, you know? Like, it just breaks my heart, man, because I care so much and I just want this team to do better. Freddie Kitchens was at South Carolina in 2022. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Lane Kiffin needs to stay, man. Just stay. All right, y'all. Yeah, I don't know how Ole Miss is going to react if he leaves, but I'm actually curious about one thing. So, I'm pretty sure that Ole Miss fans are going to be pissed. I'm actually curious. Wow. Guys, this would be crazy. So, if he goes to LSU, right? Ole Miss plays LSU at home next year. That game is gonna be nuts, dude. Oh my God, that's gonna be crazy. If he goes to LSU, that man's gonna get booed when they go to Ole Miss. Because LSU plays at Ole Miss next year. That's gonna be crazy if he goes to LSU. Which he shouldn't though. I really think this man he needs to stay. I hope he does. I really hope he does. What the hell? He'll get but no, for real. They might get in, yeah. We'll see. But yeah. All right. That's insane. That is sad. ACC championship is Duke and Virginia. How the hell did we get to this point? The ACC is so bad, y'all. Yeah, man. UNC is trying. Hell no. No. I do not want to be in the damn SEC. I'm good.
All right, y'all. I'm low key about to head out. I think I'm just gonna lay down my bed and chill and like UNC would get more money in SEC. It would help with revenue, but I don't feel like watching. I know we would get more money, and I agree, but why in the hell am I trying to watch my team and get blown out every fucking Saturday? Hell no. Maybe when we're ready, but right now, no. Maybe a little later on, but right now, fuck that. We are not ready to be in the SEC. Sure, basketball, baseball, fine. Yeah, we have the team for it. But there are certain other sports, fuck that. No. I'm just saying we would have more revenue, and I agree. But still, though, yeah, dude, the ACC is horrid. And like, here, my thing is like, I know the other thing too is yes, us being in the SEC too. Other thing that would help out is with recruiting, but just no, not right now. And it could go well, but how in the hell are we supposed to compete with recruiting when we're going up against schools like Bama and Georgia? Because I'm talking about football right now. Like that's gonna be hard as shit. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not every player is gonna go to fucking Georgia or Bama. I'm just saying. But then again, it's so much different with NIL. The college sports in general is so much different. But yeah, I know we're trying to get into the SEC. If we do it, fine. I'm all up for it. I'm not against it. I just think for right now, for at least if we're gonna move the SEC, we need to give it like a couple more years, maybe. But we'll see. All right, I do need a low key. I'm gonna head out though. Um, because I need to get a shower too and stuff, but
That's gonna be it for um the regular season. Now it's time for conference championships. Um, yeah, I'll make some videos throughout the day the best I can. I am gonna be kind of busy that day, hanging out with some friends because I'm gonna be going out to see a movie that morning, and then we're gonna be at Buffalo Wild Wings all throughout the day for the SEC and ACC championships. So I'll try to get a video out for that though. um, yeah, but I'm gonna head out. It was fun. Off to the off season now. We'll see what happens. Maybe they prove me wrong. You never know. But no matter what, love this team to death. I love my heels as always. And yeah, look, it's Ramses. It's Ramses. Oh yeah. But no, in all seriousness, um, I love this team to death. Our UNC is my ride or die. Y'all know that. I'm gonna be cheering on them for the rest of my life. Um, yeah, but so as always, go Heels. Fuck Duke. Fuck NC State. But yeah, a lot of stuff to fix. But no matter what, Tar Heels all the way. But I hope everyone has a great night. Thank you for joining in. It was nice to be chatting with y'all. And yeah, stay safe out there. Go Heels.